the Bronx. Local residents and business owners, they sounded the alarm, and the NYPD, along with the Bronx District Attorney's Office, answered it. We identified 5 major drug trafficking organizations as part of this case that were responsible for supplying and distributing narcotics in the hub as well as across the city and throughout 4 different states. And they avoided violence to evade detection because the highest priority for these drug dealers was to stay in operation. But now, thanks to the NYPD and our partners at the DA's office, they are out of business. Over the course of this investigation, NYPD detectives seized approximately 15 kilograms of fentanyl, which is the equivalent of 150,000 glassine envelopes, as well as about 1 kilogram of cocaine and 12 pounds of crystal meth. We also seized 5 firearms, including 1 ghost gun and 1 defaced revolver, and more than $100,000 in cash, jewelry, electronics, and a vehicle as proceeds of this drug operation. Between them, the indicted subjects in this case have long criminal histories with around 550 total arrests on charges including murder, robbery, burglary, assault, firearms possession, and various drug charges. The message of this case is clear: we will not tolerate the illicit narcotics trade in the hub or in any part of New York City, and this is just part of the remarkable public safety work our officers are doing in the borough of the Bronx, which is leading the entire city this year in crime reduction. In this borough, major crime is down 11% through the first 5 months of the year, and it's down 14% in the newly created patrol borough, Bronx South, which includes the area targeted in today's case. Shooting incidents and victims are down in the Bronx through the end of May, while gun arrests have increased by 25%. Murders are down 9%, with a nearly 33% decrease in Bronx South. In April, there were 4 murders in the entire borough, the fewest in recorded history. And at the end of the month, I stood here with DA Clark and announced the takedown of a major Bronx-based auto crime crew responsible for stealing more than $1 million in auto parts. Since those arrests on April 30th, when you compare May to the previous month, tire and rim thefts in the Bronx were down an incredible 72%, and through the end of May, auto theft in the Bronx is down 27%, the largest drop of any city borough. This is precision policing at its very best, and it is the result of our data-driven strategy focused on the places driving violence in the city, putting officers on foot posts where they are needed most and during the hours they are needed most, going after illegal guns, and building cases against the gangs and crews responsible for driving violence in our communities. And make no mistake, dismantling narcotics trafficking operations like the ones in this case is part of that strategy too, because these are not victimless crimes, not even close. And let me be perfectly clear, this operation targeted the drug traffickers, the dealers who don't care who gets hurt as long as they get paid. These are dangerous criminals who prey on the most vulnerable among us, who have an appalling disregard for human life, and who choose profit over people every single time. So, through a combination of physical and video surveillance, controlled buys, coordination with precinct patrol officers, and ongoing input from the community, we took them down. I want to thank the investigators of the Bronx Narcotics Major Case Squad, as well as the prosecutors at the Bronx DA's office for their dedicated work to dismantle and shut down these criminal organizations. And I especially want to commend our undercover officers. They do one of the most difficult and dangerous jobs in policing, and they do it with no public recognition and no second chances. The nature of their work means that they will never get the credit that they deserve, but every New Yorker owes them and all the NYPD cops who bravely put the safety of others above their own a debt of gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. So we'll take some questions on